Hi, my name's Karina.
And I'm Jeremy.
And welcome to episode 1 of Growing Wild in Ireland.
Today we'd like to take you on a brief introduction to how we've arrived at standing here today.
After 6 months of progress on our property,
We've decided to start vlogging our adventures.
so go and get yourself a beverage, sit yourself down and join us. Three years ago, we lived on a fabulous 14-acre remote holding in mid-Wales, some 2 miles up a valley with only sheep for neighbours.
We were living the dream and then sadly found out our tenancy would be cut short by an energy company building a wind farm.
Gutted, we knew we needed to turn adversity into a positive new adventure, but where and what would it be?
We looked at quite a few countries and started binge watching Homestead renovation channels, being drawn towards some of the more popular Irish YouTube channels way back when.
We yearned the slower living idea, simplifying life and untying ourselves from spiralling monthly bills, and to call less on the world's resources.
Renovating a house and developing some land to grow food and keep livestock had been a dream of ours for quite some time.
Finding the space to bring this to life seemed much more possible in Ireland.
Ireland started to feature more highly on our list. My mum was Irish and I'm an Irish citizen. I used to come here fishing with my dad when I was young. And I have many Irish relatives still living in Ireland, which I also spent time with when I was young.
We also felt that the Common Travel Area Agreement between Ireland and the UK was a no-brainer. We were able to work, travel and live here with no time limitations, unlike other European countries' 90-day rule.
We loved how tidy and well kept Ireland is. There's a real sense of pride and the quiet roads are a bonus.
The Irish people are incredibly welcoming and the country is breathtaking. There's nowhere quite like it.
We both scrolled daft.ie daily, waiting to find the one. We found a couple of houses that were of interest. But one property kept floating to the top. It just felt right.
The right-sized house with a tasty amount of work, sitting perfectly on a 2.5-acre plot of land.
Sadly, we just weren't ready to make an offer at the time.
But knew if it was meant to be, it would be.
The universe conspired such that in March 2025 it was time to move from our Welsh idyll with absolutely no idea of where we were heading.
We bought a caravan and set off on a mini adventure, tiki-touring our way around the UK.
Having never owned a caravan before, we were clueless to what we were letting ourselves in for, but always love a challenge.
A pause on life after what had been a stressful few years. May came around and our favourite house came back on the market for the 3rd time. A flying visit for a viewing made us love her even more.
We put in an offer and sadly weren't successful. We decided to continue the adventure and hoped the stars would align for us. We were blessed with the most incredible summer, and we took our time winding our way across England, heading north to Scotland, then ultimately across to Ireland.
Around came the end of June, and we received a call from the agent saying the house had fallen through again, and would we like to make an offer. We did make another offer.
And guess what? Our offer was accepted.
We knew the bones of the house were good. She just needed a whole lot of love, and we were the right people to do just that.
Our property has mains water, a septic tank, and gas bottles take care of our heating and much of our cooking. We are not currently connected to mains electricity. We knew we'd need a power strategy from the start, and so initially we bought a generator to charge the caravan. From there we quickly moved to using an inverter and batteries, and have recently implemented a temporary solar setup as we move into spring and the days are getting longer. It has all been a testing ground, leading us to further evolve our long-term power setup with a view to supplying a renovated house and our future plans. It's a sizable leap towards being more self-sufficient.
We will have a dedicated episode on our vertical solar panel setup and our plans for moving forward.
On arrival we cleared dead trees and opened up the paddocks to see the extremities of the land.
We cleared overgrowth and soil from around the house, helping her to breathe once again and halt the damage being done.
We cleared overgrowth and debris from the outbuildings, uncovering the treasures that once served a farm and revealing the potential that lay within.
We removed trailerfuls of waste to our local recycling centre, who we are now on first name terms with. From tractor parts to rotten furniture, from broken glass bottles to baling twine and black plastic, from clothes and shoes to tyres, it just kept coming.
The scrap man's eyes lit up when we showed him the piles of scrap metal that he was welcome to take.
We worked on French drains, land drains and drainage ditches to redirect as much of the winter water away from the house as possible. There was so much water. We reinstated and improved access to the property so that we could receive large vehicles.
We got ourselves winter ready by clearing the cowshed, which we would locate the caravan next to, and improving the current hard standing with some 804 aggregate.
We relocated the caravan to its winter location, tucked behind buildings, hoping to shelter ourselves from high winds.
We added fencing around the van to create a small garden and a safe space for the girls.
We then started work on renovating the old cow barn that had been battered and bruised by Storm Erwin.
Many might ask, why work on the outbuildings first? We knew we couldn't start work on the house till spring. The outbuildings also gave us a dry, safe space to work.
It also enabled us to bring our belongings out of storage in Wales, saving us a significant monthly spend.
We don't want to give too much away on the cow barn renovation, as there will be a whole episode dedicated to it. Needless to say, it's made a huge difference to our life already, and we know it's going to be one of our favourite places to be. We've achieved much in the last 6 months, but here's a taster of what's to come.
We have a house to renovate.
And we have an extension to build.
We have outbuildings to bring back to life.
We have solar to mount on this roof.
We have a plant room to create and install.
We have a polytunnel and raised beds to build.
We have a chicken coop and duck house to build, making sure it's Ricky Martin safe, of course.
We plan to build a pond and a wetland to encourage wildlife to join us. We have an orchard to plant and grow.
We have a lot of chipping to do, pathways to lay and composters to build.
And of course, some more drainage.
We have a copse and willow coppice to grow and nurture.
And a formal garden to landscape.
We have a wood store to make sound.
We're looking forward to spending more time in the community who have welcomed us with open arms.
And getting more involved in just everyday homestead life.
Hi guys, well that brings us to the end of today's video, so thanks for joining us. We hope you got a bit of a flavour for who we are and why we're here, and we look forward to sharing more with you in future. If you've got any feedback or comments, please do let us know in the comments section below. We read them all and we look forward to responding.
Please do go really easy on us, as this really doesn't come naturally. We'd really appreciate a like, subscribe and hype if you can. And next week we're covering a tour of the property, so hit that notification bell if you'd like to know when it drops.
Thanks again and see you next time.
Bye!
1003, 1004, 1005.
More. We have a wood store to make sound. We have a wood store to make sound. Sorry. Hi, my name's Karina.
And I'm Jeremy.
And welcome to... right, again. Hi, my name is Karina.
And I'm Jeremy.
Welcome... no, it's not welcome. Sorry.
It is welcome.
No, it's episode 1.
Yeah, welcome to episode 1 of Growing Wild in Ireland.
Okay, yeah.
How hard can it be?